Action News.
Tonight, a Tampa family member making a desperate plea to bring their son home. Right now, the 15-year-old is under house arrest in Israel, recovering from a brutal beating captured on a cell phone. Good evening. I'm Brendan McLaughlin.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Thanks for joining us. Right now, a Tampa teenager is caught in the middle of an international incident.
And right now, the family's calling on Israel to release the child. Our Carson Chambers was at the family news conference. Carson.
We're learning from CARE tonight that Tarek's father filed formal complaints against Israeli police today. The 15-year-old's family is deeply concerned about his health. They say that he could have suffered a traumatic brain injury, and they want him back here so he can get proper medical care.
I love him. This is our baby. Imagine if it was yours. What would you do if your government took 4 full days to get involved?
His family wants him back on American ground, and they're pleading with the American government and the State Department to intervene on his behalf.
I just want him back so we can enjoy time together again. And it's really hard for me to see him receive that many blows to the head, because that many blows to the head can cause traumatic brain injury. As we all know, I mean, if your child or your son or your daughter was in that incident, you would want them to come here as an American citizen and receive proper medical care ASAP. It's ridiculous what we are going through as Americans.
Salah Kadir is Tarek's aunt, a 15-year-old Tampa high schooler, handcuffed, pinned to the ground, beaten and kicked by Israeli soldiers during a protest in Jerusalem. His family maintains Tarek was not acting violently and certainly did not deserve what happened to him.
He was not involved in the conflict. He was visiting friends and family home in Palestine, a country he hadn't been to in over 10 years. He was spending most of his time playing with Mohammed Khadir and just hanging out there, having a good time.
Kadir was visiting family in Palestine when his cousin was kidnapped and burned to death. A so-called revenge killing for the killings of 3 Israeli teens in the West Bank last month. As for Tarek, his family is praying he'll be released and safe in Tampa as soon as possible. But they're skeptical about an investigation into the beating.
They know who did this to our nephew by the name and the rank. So they can brought him to justice. They themselves, if they claim that they are a democratic country, let's see, prove it.
So some very strong words coming from Tarek's family tonight. They are being represented by CARE, or the Council on American Islamic Relations. This is sure to be a developing story in the coming days, and you can check in with us online and on the air. Live in Tampa, I'm Carson Chambers, ABC Action News.